I got you good.
You good?
Yeah.
Okay. Good afternoon. I'm Dr. Candace Matthews. I am the National Minister of Politics for the New Black Panther Nation. And we are here today because y'all, you can't make this up. We are here at the School of Science and Technology here in the Woodlands. Okay, y'all notice I just said the Woodlands. So we have Mom and Dad, Mr. and Mrs. Robinson that stands behind me. And Miss Robinson brought some disturbing information about what they doing in this jackleg school over here. So what we have is that Mr. and Mrs. Robinson have a 10-year-old kid that is special ed due to, behavioral, and then also on the educational piece. Okay, so one, you do not suspend special ed kids. Okay, Mom and Dad pretty much experienced several suspensions throughout last year and this school year. Okay, that is against special ed law. They also have people working in this school that are not certified in special ed. When you have a kid that display behaviors, you're supposed to have, one, provide Mom and Dad with an incident report. Two, you're supposed to have staff that are trained that deal with special ed kids as far as with proper restraints if needed. And then also they're supposed to have cool down rooms. They're supposed to have strategies for children with special ed. They are not disciplined the same as regular ed kids. Well, here at this jackleg school, this is what they're doing. And then on top of this, I have documentation to show that the child has been suspended several times as well as here. Okay? But to add insult to injury, Mom was on a field trip with one of their kids that attend here. Y'all have like 3 kids here, right? 3 kids that attend here. So when they were on the field trip, then they called Mom and told her that, the 10-year-old that's in special ed was having a moment, and they suspended him. So when this was happening, they had an administrative staff that was sitting with the kid until Mom ended up coming here, right, to come pick him up. The staff put on a sticky note for the 10-year-old special needs kid to watch Police, which is the booty warrior. So this is a inmate that sodomizes other inmates in a high maximum security prison. Why would you send that and have a 10-year-old to watch it? Mom and Dad told me that their son actually looked it up. So what could that have done to a 10-year-old kid? That is unacceptable. Then what we've also found out was that when this information was brought to the attention of the administration here, they did not immediately terminate the staff. They did not. They even had the proof of the sticky note, and they did not suspend her at all. So now we're still dealing with this, and we're in the next school year, and they still are not addressing this booty warrior business. They're not addressing you're suspending a special ed kid, which goes against the Texas Education Code. You cannot do it. So now I have Mom to come up here so they can tell you what they've been experiencing over here, because we finna get on their behind. We sick of this mess. Mama.
Speak up, please.
We have been experiencing discriminatory practices from the administrators inside the building. We have been experiencing targeting and singling out our children. We have been experiencing just outright unprofessionalism within the school district / the school system.
Harassment.
Yes.
Amongst a lot of other things, civil rights violations, and all that.
That is horrible. So that's why we're here, and we're here to provide support for Mr. and Mrs. Robinson, because no child should not have to go through this. No family should have to go through this. That is unacceptable, and we're going to make them line it up. So do we have any questions?
How is your son? After all this, what he had to deal with, and what he might have looked up and researched, how is your son, how is he doing?
He's damaged. He's unhappy. He does not enjoy coming to school. He doesn't enjoy being here. He doesn't. He's not being treated fairly as the other children. So, and he understands that they've done him wrong. He doesn't understand why he's continually having to come here on a day-to-day basis. But the purpose of it all is to hold them accountable.
Is this a public school?
This is a public charter school, yes.
What district is this school?
It's a charter school.
It's a charter school. Okay,
It's a public charter school.
Okay.
Yeah. And it looked like it's ran by some folk that got deep pockets.
Wow.
Well, I hope their pockets look good when they may end up getting a lawsuit behind this foolishness, because this is like not okay. You don't do this to children at all. Do we have any other questions?
Have you contacted the school? What did they say?
We've contacted the school. We have not heard anything in regards to that, so we're still waiting for our issues to be addressed.
I've heard that you guys have been going to meetings to try to raise the concern, and they're not really addressing it or wanting to acknowledge that?
Correct.
Wow.
And here is documentation here in reference to the grievance that they had about this booty warrior business. And then, of course, you know, the kid being suspended. And, you know, just all of this just buffoonery that's happening here behind these locked doors, these locked gates back here. So, you know, and when you look at this school, I mean, like y'all take a look at this. Like, this school really looks like it's cutting edge. Like, it's really top notch. You know, look how they have it all set up. But y'all running around here sending sticky notes to a 10-year-old special ed kid watching the booty warrior foolishness. No, not on our watch. Y'all gonna be held accountable. The hammer of accountability speaks, and you will be held accountable, and I'm gonna make you line it up. Because y'all, I'll be doggone, you gonna do this to this family, do this to any child. I don't care what color they are. You don't do this. Absolutely not. Anything else?
I think you covered it pretty much. You have, well, one other thing. You have other kids here.
Correct.
You have some of your, two of your other children, or
Yes.
three?
So a total of 3, yes.
And why did they single out one of your children, you think?
I think that he doesn't fit in the box. He learns different from everyone else. They have to put in more work with him and have more training. And because of that, I think that they don't have the energy or the wanting to do that. So, right, or the proper staff. So once the parent, I'm gonna say, once we raised the eye to what was going on in the school, that's kind of when we started to get a kickback, a pushback from everyone, in more ways than one.
So we look forward to having a Zoom meeting today at 4 p.m. So I would definitely be on the call with mom and dad, with the administration that is the headquarters that's in San Antonio. And we're definitely going to have some questions in reference to this egregious activity that they got going on over here at this jackleg school. So we definitely going to get on top of this, and we will definitely keep you guys posted on the status. Okay? All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right, folks. So yeah, this is the this is like HISD activities, you know, when they give some sort of ugly assignment to the kids. I've heard a lot of stuff about weird assignments being given to kids that are adult in nature. I've heard about that in HISD. I did not expect something like this at a more, supposed to be. Look at this school, friends. This is fancy. The booty warrior. Friends, I looked it up and I was like, oh my goodness. Look it up, the booty warrior. Jesus. This is HISD activities. I did not expect this in this type of school. She gave that assignment to look up, to research the booty warrior. She put it on a pink sticky note. She put his name, I guess Fleece, something. I forgot what the inmate's name was. And the boy looked it up. I mean, on his phone. He was doing what the teacher told him to do. Look it up, friends. Y'all go Google search it. The booty warrior. It's going to be about an inmate that's all he wanted all the time. It was Like he didn't want to drink water. He didn't want to eat food. He wanted booty in prison. Didn't matter how it came. If he set his eyes on an inmate, he was going to tell them, hey, I want you. And they were going to do what he said. Look it up, friends. I looked it up last night. And then a few nights ago, too, I was like, booty warrior, what is that? When I got the press release. Yeah, you know, this is HISD activities, but we're actually out here in the Woodlands. Jesus. All right, folks, reporting live out here in the Woodlands. Man, Woodlands is cutting up. Woodlands is making the hood news too many times, y'all. Reporting live. Back to you, friends. Woodlands.